Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Ghost 11 Vise Squad. I know it's been a while, so I'd like to remind you my name is Bryce Miller, and I am your Sunday host. After you watch this video, please check out our awesome online store at fishingoutdoors.ca or .net for you as international shoppers. Also, check out our awesome sponsors, Fly Life Company and Anadrome Fly Company. Both awesome, both great tools, great materials. Whatever you need, those two have it. So, check them out. Also, sorry for it being so long. We've been out for a little while, but we are back and ready to get going. We're going to be doing a fly pattern every week, each one of us, me, Adam, and Ryan. So, get ready. Today in the vise, we're going to tie this little red Hotspot Pheasant tail that has been on fire lately. So, check it out. First off, we have a 2.5 millimeter tungsten gold bead right there, slotted, and you have a size 16 R7 jig hook, which is from Fly Life Company. That is their brand, that is exclusively with them, and they are great hooks, so check those out. So we're going to start this red 6/0 Semperfly wax thread. You can definitely go lower than 6/0. I only had a 6/0 in red, so that's what we stuck with. Makes it a little bit easier to build up the hotspot anyways. Doesn't hinder my ability to tie the fly, so it doesn't really matter. Cut off our tag end. Now we got this pheasant tail right here. Alright. Now with pheasant tails, if you're not familiar, you have this one side that has good tips and this one side that's kind of soft and flowy. You don't want to use this side unless you have a center cut tail, which will both be like the good tips. So keep an eye out for that. We're just going to take, I don't know, I'm not going to measure it out. We're going to be 8 or 9 fibers here. And we're just going to trim them off the tail and line them up all together. We're going to go a little bit shorter than the body. Most of my pheasant tails I make the body length, but with Uranus I like to keep the tail just a little bit shorter. Not really a reason for that, it's just personal preference. So we're going to tie it in like that. And now we're just going to twist our thread to wind it up, make it a little bit thinner. And that is going to make us able to build up this hot spot. Just crossing your thread back and forth, in an X-like motion. Keep some tension, don't let it loose. And then we're going to pull back the excess, do a couple wraps in front. Don't overdo the wraps in front because you'll mess up your taper. Now, we're going to tie in this copper wire. I believe it's size small. Works really well for this. And you're just going to line it up along the side. If you want to see my view, right there. And we're going to just do touching wraps along it to secure it but not mess up our body. Keep it nice and even. And you can give it a very slight taper. It's not really necessary either. Maybe just a couple wraps. And now we're going to wrap this pheasant tail along the body. We're going to basically bring it to the bead, even though we're going to add in a collar. This is just going to make it a little bit easier by the time we get all this tied in, especially using 6/0 threads, a little bigger. Adjust accordingly. And we're just going to trim this right out. These squeeze scissors with curved tip make it awesome for quick trims on a slotted bead, because you can stick them right in and cut it out. And now we're going to take this wire and we're going to counter wrap along the pheasant tail. Going to add durability, going to add segmentation, all great. Now we're just going to wrap around the wire, pull down, give it a couple wraps, helicopter it off. Now we have this Peacock herl. It's not a full one, I've used this one before, but it doesn't matter. One lasts about 2 flies, so at least these kind of flies. Depends on the fly, obviously. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to tie it in, and what I like to do is I almost like to stick it right into the slot, just very shallow, and it will keep it there as I tie it in. Nice little trick. And here's a little interesting thing. I like to build this up almost to the height of the pheasant tail, because I don't want it to be lower than the pheasant tail. It's kind of a weird look. I'm sure it doesn't affect the fishability, but it's a nice little addition. And now that we wrapped up to the bead, we catch it with our thread, pulled down, one wrap in front, spread it out, and now we're just going to half hitch finish. You guys know that I like to half hitch rather than to whip finish. I like the control I get, although that was counterintuitive right there, but it does not happen often. I can correct it that easily. It's a little simpler, and it's not another tool I gotta pick up. So, wow. Promise guys, this doesn't happen very often. I am just off my game, and I think my thread is a little bit twisted. Doesn't matter. Just like we did before, pull back over, and cinch down with downward pressure. Always use downward pressure, not side pressure in your time flies. Anyways, with 2 or 3 of them, we are safe. Trim it off. And that is a fly that has been absolutely killing it lately. I've caught more fish than I can count on this fly in the last couple months. It has been insane. Tie some up, you will catch fish. Thank you for watching today's video. Now that you watched it, if you don't mind, please hit that like button, subscribe button, and the little reminder bell so you don't miss any of our future episodes. I'd really appreciate it. We're doing a lot over here. Want to bring you guys great content. And if you like the video, please comment too. Tell me what you think. If you want to see some future flies in the future, please tell me. All right. So with that, I'm going to thank you guys and say I'll see you next week. Thanks for coming.